Okay, gang, welcome to the Hideout, and we're going to talk about one of the most, or in my opinion, one of the most popular, one of the most widely purchased handguns in the United States, perhaps the world, and it's not a Glock. Okay guys, Sarge 1911 here, and welcome to the Hideout today. And today we're going to talk about something not so special, but very, very common. But first, make sure you click the subscribe button, click the ringy dingy, and check us out at sgt1911.com. You know, they're kind of wanting to run a little special deal over there for the kids for Easter and help the kids out over at St. Jude. So man, it'd be great if you could participate in that. Okay, here we go. 1911, Sarge 1911. Here, a few months ago, I got a request, somebody wanting me to review a full-size Rock Island 1911. I don't have one. What I did have was an officer model, Rock Island 1911. Now, just a couple of days ago, I had a boy from the Philippines, a subscriber said, hey, why don't I do a Philippine-made Rock Island handgun? Well, you know, I'm going to kind of get them both. I apologize to the first guy. I never got my hands on a full-size one, but I do have the officer size. You'll see. And we're just going to kind of go over a little bit, and we're just going to talk a little bit about it. It is a 1911. It's an officer size. It weighs about a ton. No, I'm going to say 3.5 pounds. 3.5 inch barrel, a little shortened pistol grip. Not a lot going on that's not another 1911. The sights, there's no color on them or nothing, but you do see it's got a nice set of bevel ones. Now, one of the things I will pull a slide back and show you, look at that big bull barrel on it, and it's got a full length guide rod. Now that's some pretty nice stuff. It's got serrations in the back. You see them there, serration in the back. And we got a skeletonized hammer, and look how deep it buries down into the beaver tail there. No bite, buries down there, got a really big beaver tail on it. Got a nice memory bump, it's got some serrations on the back. There is no serrations on the front. Got 3 holes for the trigger. Now, if you'll think about this thing, most people are going to think about these as inexpensive 1911s. And why do they think about them that way? Because they are inexpensive 1911s. You go buy one of these brand new for $500, catch them on sale, maybe a little bit less. But why are they so popular other than the price? Well, they're well made. They're heavy duty. This thing weighs a freaking ton. You know, this is a really, this is a crush your skull son of a bitch, excuse me, crush your skull handgun. It's a nice little gun. I haven't shot it in a long time. We're going to do that today. But you know, it does have some of the things that we look for on higher quality handguns, like the beveled sights, the hammer, the little holes in the trigger. You know, this is not a Wilson Combat. This is Philippine made. But what you got is the basis for a build-yourself exceptionally nice handgun. Now, my son-in-law's got one of these, and I sat around the house one day and did a trigger job on this thing while I was watching a ball game. I come out with a 3.1 pound trigger. Purely stock, nothing new in it. So, I mean, this thing can be really a nice handgun if you'll spend some time on it. So, project gun, if you wanted to do that, you could take this and do the project gun and say, okay, I'm going to spend $475, $500 on a brand spanking new, you know, Commander model or something, and then I'm going to polish it. I'm going to replace a few parts here and there for another $100, and within $700, I've got myself an extremely nice handgun. So why are they so popular? I believe there's 2 reasons. One, they're affordable. Maybe 3 reasons. They're affordable, they're well built, they are metal, and then you know, you can take these, and it's just like you working on your old truck or your old antique car. When it pulls into the garage, it's just an old piece of rust. But by the time you get done with it and you paint it and you put a little TLC in it and everything, you've got a very nice antique car. You do the same thing with a basic pistol like this. You make a very nice handgun out of it. Is it all that? No, it's not all that out of the box. But you know what it is out of the box? It's a functioning, well-functioning, dependable 1911 pistol. And you know, I mean, especially guys, if you're new to the 1911 or you've got a wide collection and you need to add some more, here's a good selection for you. I'm gonna do a trigger pull on it. I don't expect it to be anything special, but you know, we could be surprised. You know, 5.1. Now, or 5.10. Now, the other day I did some Springfields that pulled that right out of the box. So, you know, what is wrong with having a handgun like this? My biggest concern about having a handgun like this is the weight alone. That's it. I mean, it's nice. It's got the safety on one side. It's of big enough size that you can get your thumb on it. Let me see it there. Got the serration in the back, not in the front. Now, the one thing that is a little cosmetic to it, I don't know if you'll see it, but on the side here it says Rock Island and got their logo and stuff embossed in it, but it's not colored, which is good, but it's almost, I'm trying to turn it so you can see it. It's almost, you see it there? It's faded, and it makes it look like there's some type of bad issue with the finish. That's not nothing bad with the finish. That's just their logo that's lightly embossed in there, and it's not a big deal. I mean, it's a, you know, bull barrel full length guy rod, officer side 45 ACP, got a 5-pound trigger on it. Was it 5? Let me pull it again. I'm gonna make sure. I don't think that was fair to some of the other ones we got out here. Let's just go see. Ready? 4. You know, we're getting right down there where I like to be. 4.12. You know, this may be something I should be wanting to carry more often. Nice and round here. Some of the newer models are coming out with these square things you can't get holsters for. You know, the boys' handle out there goes by Blitzkrieg. Blitzkrieg, I appreciate you reminding me about that. I did have this one. I could not do the one the other fella requested. I just couldn't get my hands on one. You know, oftentimes these things are not easily found in stock. They buy them up as soon as they hit. And you know, I had a friend of mine who owns a gun store, and he said, why do they buy them so fast? And I'm like, they're well built, they're inexpensive, and it's like a clean slate. You do what you want to with them. You know, the important thing is you buy one, you change the pistol grips, polish it up, and you've got an excellent little pistol with not an arm and a leg given for it, and you're ready to go. But you know, we still have to answer Sarge 1911, you know, question. Will it go? Bang, bang, bang. Okay, gang, here we are in a familiar place out at the range, outside the hideout, and what we're talking about today is the officer size Rock Island 1911. Now, I mentioned that it's not nothing fancy, but it's not just plain. We got plain looking pistol grips on it. We don't have anything like the traditional double diamonds. We do have a 3.5-inch bull barrel, full length guide rod, serrations on the back, nice hammer, big beaver tail, 3-hole trigger. I mean, have they done a little extra? They've done more than they had to, but they didn't do as much as they could. But it's affordable. They hit the price mark. It's right at that price break where you'd like it. Now the weather's bad out here, so when we get rained on, that's just too freaking bad. We're gonna get wet. You know, when I was a kid, the mailman was rain, sleet, or snow. You know, and the Army was, if it rains, we train. If it snows, we go. Nowadays, they let school out when we have a frost. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some shooting done while we're out here. So let's go ahead and see what we can do. There you go. fine. You know, I didn't read the specs on the thing on their site, but I can tell you I probably exaggerated the weight a little bit, but it is hefty. It is hefty. So, you know, it's not a light pistol. It's a little heavy, but what I'm gonna do is go ahead and shoot some more magazines and kind of wrap this up before my boss over here blows away. I robbed some, you can see sticking out the bottom, I robbed some magazines out of some other pistols so we can shoot a little bit more. Try some of the smaller targets. There we go, still running. Shoot some more. Oh, not back like it's supposed to. And another full mag. Well, I like to do it like that. Got another one. That's it. I shot them all. I shot everything I brought out here. Boy, that's disappointing. You see one little hang up. I'm sure that was the Tula, one little hang up. Blitzkrieg down in the Philippines. Yeah, man, you guys build good stuff. You know, we can get into long discussions about the types of metals and all this. Here's the bottom line. It's metal. It's not plastic. It's good enough metal that it is usable. You're not going to hurt it. And that, you know, that's something said about you buy a less expensive 1911 versus, you know, SIGs, Dan Wessons, Les Bears, Wilson Combats, Nighthawk, all top of the line custom handguns. That is not this handgun. Remember guys, we're also looking at something under $500. So if you're wanting to get you a 1911 and you think some of these others that we shoot are out of your reach currently in a financial price break, have a look at them. There's nothing wrong with them at all. They run, they're nice little handguns, and you can start changing it and personalize it just like you do a Harley Davidson or anything else. So anyway guys, it's always fun to shoot. So until we get to shoot again, shoot safe and shoot straight. Hoo-ah! Found one more. Ha ha ha.